What is up? Zach Evanesh, UndergroundStrength.tv, with a very unique Underground Strength show. I've been doing these Underground Strength shows for a long ass time, and many of them were from the car. And I saw Dave Tate attempted to do his own video in the car, and it just did not work for him. He was dropping the phone. He was just out of sorts. Now, I'm going through a little bit of a hood town, as I like to call it. Let's make sure no accidents going on here. And I like to go through this town because it reminds me of where I grew up. It reminds me of where I came from. And also reminds me, no offense to anybody in this town or in this area, of where I don't want to be. I got my ass kicked in this town. I got jumped by a shit ton of dudes. I remember that was quite interesting. And it has just never changed, this place. It is just straight up blue collar. This place has been for rent for the past 1 million years. Great cafe, deli right there. Those people are fast. They got their shit together. But I remember everything in this town. I got my bike stolen, and I'm sure the kids that stole the bike were passing through this town. Everything is old. I bought my first bike in this town, my new bike. And I think it's very important that you always remember where you came from. And it should drive you to kind of get out of certain places, certain ways of living. Nothing against anybody around here, but I'm just glad I'm not here. I'm glad my kids aren't growing up around here. And what this does is when I drive through here is I say, damn, dude, it allows yourself to look back and measure where you came from. This is where I bought my first bike from. It is closed now, for sale, for rent. That place has been closed for a long freaking time. And we're pulling up here to the Quick Check, where I got my ass kicked pretty bad. I remember getting kicked in the side of the head, kicked in the ribs. Good old Quick Check. Got my ass kicked here. A couple weirdos standing outside, as always. Go back and remember where you came from. Kind of like remembering the things in training that got you where you're at. Kind of like when I talk to my athletes about, okay, you started training here in the off season. You're so strong. You're explosive. Your confidence is up. You're packed full of muscle. You're not flabby fatty. Now you're an ass kicker. And now that the season's coming around, you're going to bail out on the very thing that is helping you achieve the most critical aspects of your success. That's like me coming back and saying, you know what? Things are getting tough in this new place that I'm at in my life, whether it's a job, whether it's where you live. And you know what? I'm going to fucking quit. And I'm going to come back to Podunk, wherever the fuck you live around here. And that's how life is. You get to these points where you start getting to that next level, and maybe the next level, and maybe the next level after that. And you start getting a little bit stressed out, pushing yourself to those higher levels. Well, that's what life is. That is how we evolve. That is like your own revolution.